The small library is as still and silent as a tomb. The secrets in here were hidden because they were too painful for the scholars to bear. The massive book would take years, if not decades, to read in its entirety. But fortunately, you find a summary section. Centuries ago, the first scholars came together to study the mysteries of magic and the secrets of the spiral. Some among the scholars became convinced the spiral was doomed, and that restoring the first world was the only hope for the future. They knew countless lives would be lost, so they began building the Arcanum to protect a group of survivors they would select. But others among the scholars opposed the dark plan. The two sides fought. The first group was defeated and exiled. They formed the Cabal. The other group of scholars finished building what became the Arcanum, but used it instead as a base for their studies and experiments. To this day, the Cabal continues to search for a way to restore the First World at any cost. The Arcanum wages a secret war to stop them.
You know the entire truth now, the darkest part. You also understand why we cannot devote all our time to scholarly matters. As you read, the Cabal seeks to restore the First World. It is a mad, catastrophic plan that would destroy the spiral and everything in it. Kisma has confirmed that the Cabal took the Eye of History to Mirage, hoping all along they could somehow use it to reverse the sands of time. We assume that Grandfather Spider's collusion with them has acted as a catalyst, so their plans are now dangerously close to fruition. Thus, it is imperative you return to Mirage and find a way to stop them. Speak to Kisma before you leave. Good luck, understudy.
Congratulations on your advancement to understudy. Let us hope we can prevent your achievement from being short-lived. I believe I only informed you of my efforts to investigate the Cabal's activities in Mirage. The Silent Sisters have helped uncover the truth. As on other worlds, the Cabal has spent years embedding their agents. We believe they've infiltrated the Order of the Chronomancers. So return and reconnect with your contacts, but then make haste to the Chronoverge and expose them if you can. Stay strong, understudy.
At last, the Wanderer of Worlds returns. While you were away, I did some wandering of my own, but I found few insights in the sands. What I found instead was this young cat who has disturbing revelations about what's underway at the Chronoverge.
Indeed. Wizard, perhaps you remember me from Xerxes' tomb? After we parted, I returned to the Chronoverge, but soon learned a terrible truth. Chronomaster Devlin and the others are all part of some group known as the Cabal. They've seized control and reversed the sands of time. Even if I were able to get back into the Chronoverge and defeat them, I wouldn't have the foggiest notion of how to set things aright again.
There may yet be a way. At the spiral's dawn, it said Grandmother Raven safeguarded the secrets of time with a being known as the Chronicle. If you could consult this Chronicle, but I don't know where, only that it's believed to be inside the Timeless Tower.
The Timeless Tower? That's in the Zruvan Grotto. It's forbidden, but... Wizard, quickly, to Catawar Canyons. I'll show you the way. There! That must be the entrance to the Zruvan Grotto. I heard it was more difficult to find, but I suppose we shouldn't complain. This appears to be the place. We studied the lore in Chronomancer training, but frankly, I wasn't the best student. There's a scroll keeper involved and, something timeless tower. I can't recall. Worst case, I suppose we get killed. If time reverses, theoretically, we'd come back again. So, what do we have to lose, right? Let's start by getting a closer look. Wait, it's coming back to me. These guardians were the first cats, ancestors to House Persian, but duty-bound to remain here even in death. I suppose that doesn't really help us much, does it? Let's try to get one of them to tell us where to find this scroll keeper. In the name of House Persian, and by my authority as a Chronomancer, I command you, Guardian, tell us where to find the Scroll Keeper.
Ah, what? House who? I don't think your titles carry much weight here, but you're looking for the Scroll Keeper? Maybe she's in the House of Scrolls. I mean, I'm just guessing, but that does seem like the obvious choice. Either way, our duty's done. We were told to guard this place for eternity, but no one said what to do when defeated. I say, we are released.
Aha! It's about time. You must be the new scroll couriers. Are you picking up or dropping off?
That depends. Do any of these scrolls tell us how to get into the Timeless Tower? If so, then we're picking up.
I don't keep secrets like that on paper. Besides, what business have you in the Timeless Tower? Wait a minute. You're not couriers, are you? Whoever you are, you made a wrong turn somewhere. Unfortunately, it was a fatal mistake. I will see you purged! Hold back. I admit it. I'm unfurled. What are you going to do? Destroy all the scrolls?
Of course not. It would be a crime to destroy such a wealth of knowledge. We simply want the secret to entering the Timeless Tower.
Very well. But I warn you, entering the Timeless Tower without invitation will incur Grandmother Raven's wrath. If you won't be deterred, then take this tinder and light the braziers of seconds and centuries. That will unseal the doors to the tower.
Great Sans, what happened? Oh dear. This is quite fascinating, really. It seems we've somehow been transported in time. This is clearly the Zruvan Grotto, but this is way back before it was buried in sand, when the first Guardians yet lived. Did we do this? No. More likely it's the sands of time. Let's hurry, though we'll have to defeat the guards again. Or, for the first time.
believe it. On duty for such a short time and already defeated. No one told us what to do if this happened.
Actually, we've just come from the Scroll Keeper. He wanted to test you, and of course you failed. So you can go now. You're released.
That doesn't seem fair, not being warned or anything. But I guess it means we can have lives after all. No complaints here.
That seems to have done the trick. I guess we can enter the Timeless Tower now. But what in the sands we can expect inside, I have no idea.
You enter the Timeless Tower, expecting almost anything. But what's really surprising is that it's a familiar sight.
Jehoiakatan Wanderers, I do not know what purpose brings you to the Timeless Tower, but by order of Grandmother Raven, entry is restricted.
It's nice to be greeted in such a civil fashion. We simply wish an audience with the Chronicle. If you could point us in the right direction.
By the Spiral's light, am I to be tested so soon? My fellow Luvalim have not even arrived to establish the trials. I will do my duty, however. You will not gain entry to the Chronicle's chamber. I will protect the portal with my life if I must.